But who do you see in a relationship that you say, you know what, oh, that's cute. I like that. I wanna imply that or apply those things when I have a man one day.
Ciara and Russell Wilson.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown. And of course, if you're wearing the crown of Black Cinderella, it's extremely heavy because there are a lot of women that are very envious of you. And there's no better representation of that than Ciara, because she essentially is the Black Cinderella. I would have used a word to start with GH, but I'll just keep it at black for this. And if you don't believe me, I'll let someone else tell you exactly why she is the Black Cinderella.
If we're just being frank,
Yeah.
to have a baby daddy like Future, and then a man come in and accept you and love you and treat you as you should have been treated when you were with him, step up to the plate and literally treat you like an actual goddess, that to me is ideal.
Before I get into some of the things I've noticed about Ciara in terms of her behavioral patterns, I want to actually remind you of this scene from The Wire. This is from season 4, and if you're a Wire fan, you probably know what's happening in this scene. This is the scene where the kids that are in the school that are kind of the misfit kids get taken to the nice restaurant Ruth Chris, and they feel really out of place, right? And so this is when they left the restaurant. And if you remember, they didn't want to take the picture and they felt really poorly about it. And this particular scene here, when they got back into the car and Naaman turned the radio really high, and then the other guy in the back, he said he wanted to go to McDonald's, and then they start threatening to fight, and they reverted back to their behavior. And you can see here that Colvin was really disappointed in what happened. But I think there's a similarity to this particular scene and what we're seeing from Ciara in her behavior. If you remember the story of Cinderella, she was working really hard to get a chance to go to the ball. She did all of her chores. The mice helped her put the dress together. And then right before it was time for the ball, her stepsisters came in, ripped the dress to shreds, and she ran out crying. And she ran into the fairy godmother, who granted her the wish and gave her the dress and the horse and carriage and basically answered her prayers so that she could go to the ball. Enter Ciara's prayer. I'm tired. I don't want to hurt no more. I don't want to feel like this ever again. Thank you for hearing my cry. Now remember, this is the prayer that she made so that she could get her Russell Wilson, or better yet, so she could have her opportunity to go to the ball. I pray the next man in my life will be my husband. I pray he loves me, leads me, guides me, reassures me. I pray that he holds me. I pray he will love me the way that you love me. Your love is unconditional. Give me a chance to go to the ball so that I can be Cinderella. The Cinderella story stops at the ball. We don't get a chance to see what happens after the ball. How do they live together? We don't get to see Cinderella 2, they fighting again. We don't get that. We just assume that everything works out. And one thing that Ciara has to deal with is the fact that now that she's the princess, she has a kingdom, if you will, of women like Brittany Renner who look up to the relationship she has. So what does she do to relate to her quote unquote subjects? Well, she has to mimic their behavior. What is the behavior of the quote unquote commoners, the women that look up to her? Well, twerking is one of them. And so you see over and over, she has this need to twerk. She needs to do it. Even at an upscale event like this, where everyone's wearing dresses, she finds Meg Thee Stallion, they start twerking. Or she goes to the gas station with regular ladies and they twerk in the gas station so they can go viral on Instagram. Or she has to make a song about being independent. And it's really interesting caption. I love Ciara, but it's obvious when she's just trying to make a song for the sake of making a hit. Talking about all the girls who don't need a man, like we are all grown and want the same as you, sis. This is her way of trying to relate to the people, the young ladies that look up to her. And I think that she has two distinct issues that are the reasons why she's acting the way she is. So you know about Ja Morant and the Instagram live incident. Now, he doesn't come off as the kind of guy who's really about that kind of life. But I do think that he wants the adulation. He wants the street cred. And that leads to why he's acting in such a way. And very similar to that, when I see Ciara putting up pictures like this, these pictures are because she's trying to get the adulation of her quote unquote subjects or the Black community, hence being Black Cinderella and giving the community kind of sort of what they want. A married woman who is acting like she's single. And of course, I love how she's making people mad. I'm not mad at her at all. She's gorgeous. She's living her best life. Y'all mad because she's married with children and showing skin. Really? Men never judge this way, never. Ciara is applying pressure to the haters who had something to say. People wear less than this to the beach. What's wrong with having a beautiful body and flaunting it? Comfortable in her own skin. Woo! The ashy passport bros are clutching their pearls right now. Clutch my pearls. It was okay for Kim K to dress scantily clad during her marriage, but it's a problem when Ciara does it. And there's the rub. When a Black woman is married, she can act this way, and Ciara is basically validating it. Now, I'm not saying all Black people, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is for the culture. What the Black culture says is a marriage can't stop you from acting any way that you want to. And Ciara is giving the culture that. And that's what I think she wants, the adulation, the acceptance from the culture. And that's why she's giving the culture what it wants. It wants twerking. It wants a woman who's dressing any kind of way. And I'm not going to put those pictures on my YouTube because I'm not doing it. And she's giving the behavior that people want to see from a married woman that's still strong, independent, can do what she wants to do, and is not going to let any person, any man regulate her behavior. Remembering the dinner with Bunny Colvin, the kids felt really out of place at the restaurant. And so instead of trying to adjust to the restaurant, they reverted back to what they felt comfortable with, what validated them. Now, take a look again at this picture, but this time pay attention to the ladies in the back. You see the lady in the blue dress, she has kind of a strange look, like they're twerking here. If you are, in fact, the woman who is dating the quarterback of the Denver Broncos, you're going to tons of upscale functions like this one. You can see the looks in those ladies' faces. They're not used to women twerking at restaurants or parties like this. And so Ciara's faced with a double conundrum. One, I have a group of quote unquote subjects or people who look up to me, who envy the life that I have, and I have to connect with them. And two, just like the kids with Bunny Colvin at the dinner, I don't fit in here. So her behavior is basically a way of saying, well, I'm going to identify with the people that look up to me, the people that envy my situation, my quote unquote fans, if you will. And that has her twerking and dressing half of nothing at award shows, because she is giving a lot of young ladies like Brittany Renner the dream that they may never have. And so the only way that she can really connect with them is to say that I'm just like you. So she tries to make the songs, she tries to do the things that they would do so that she can fit in somewhere. Because I can guarantee you she's not fitting in with the people at the upscale events with the quarterback of the Denver Broncos. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care, guys.